find someone who can't. If you've got a hammer, find a nail. If you're not hungry, not lonely, not in trouble, seek out someone who is. Join the community of conscience. Do the hard work of freedom, and that will define the state of our union. Since the birth of our nation, we the people has been the source of our strength. What government can do alone is limited, but the potential of the American people knows no limits. We are a nation of rock-solid realism and clear-eyed idealism. We are Americans. We are the nation that believes in the future. We are the nation that can shape the future, and we've begun to do just that by strengthening the power and choice of individuals and families. Together, these last 2 years, we put dollars for child care directly in the hands of parents instead of bureaucracies. Unshackled the potential of Americans with disabilities. Applied the creativity of the marketplace in the service of the environment for clean air, and made home ownership possible for more Americans. The strength of a democracy is not in bureaucracy. It is in the people and their communities. In everything we do, let us unleash the potential of our most precious resource, our citizens themselves. We must return to families, communities, counties, cities, states, and institutions of every kind the power to chart their own destiny and the freedom and opportunity provided by strong economic growth. And that's what America is all about. I know tonight, in some regions of our country, people are in genuine economic distress, and I hear them. Earlier this month, Kathy Blackwell of Massachusetts wrote me about what can happen when the economy slows down, saying, my heart is aching, and I think that you should know your people out here are hurting badly. I understand, and I'm not unrealistic about the future, but there are reasons to be optimistic about our economy. First, we don't have to fight double-digit inflation. Second, most industries won't have to make big cuts in production because they don't have big inventories piled up. And third, our exports are running solid and strong. In fact, American businesses are exporting at a record rate. So let's put these times in perspective. Together, since 1981, we've created almost 20 million jobs, cut inflation in half, and cut interest rates in half. And yes, the largest peacetime economic expansion in history has been temporarily interrupted, but our economy is still over twice as large as our closest competitor. We will get this recession behind us and return to growth soon. We will get on our way to a new record of expansion and achieve the competitive strength that will carry us into the next American century. We should focus our efforts today on encouraging economic growth investing in the future, and giving power and opportunity to the individual. We must begin with control of federal spending, and that's why I'm submitting a budget that holds the growth in spending to less than the rate of inflation. And that's why, amid all the sound and fury of last year's budget debate, we put into law new enforceable spending caps so that future spending debates will mean a battle of ideas, not a bidding war. Though controversial, the budget agreement finally put the federal government on a pay-as-you-go plan and cut the growth of debt by nearly $500 billion. And that frees funds for saving and job-creating investment. Now let's do more. My budget again includes tax-free family savings accounts, penalty-free withdrawals from IRAs for first-time home buyers, and to increase jobs and growth, a reduced tax for long-term capital gains. I know there are differences among us about the impact and the effects of a capital gains incentive. So tonight, I'm asking the congressional leaders and the Federal Reserve to cooperate with us in a study led by Chairman Alan Greenspan to sort out our technical differences so that we can avoid a return to unproductive partisan bickering. But just as our efforts will bring economic growth now and in the future, they must also be matched by long-term investments for the next American century. And that requires a forward-looking plan of action. And that's exactly what we will be sending to the Congress. We've prepared a detailed series of proposals that include a budget that promotes investment in America's future, in children, education, infrastructure, space, and high technology. Legislation to achieve excellence in education, building on the partnership forged with the 50 governors at the Education Summit, enabling parents to choose their children's schools and helping to make America #1 in math and science. A blueprint for a new national highway system, a critical investment in our transportation infrastructure. A research and development agenda that includes record levels of federal investment and a permanent tax credit to strengthen private R&D and to create jobs. A comprehensive national energy strategy that calls for energy conservation and efficiency, increased development, and greater use of alternative fuels. A banking reform plan to bring America's financial system into the 21st century so that our banks remain safe